Live, so we should be on Facebook any second.
I'm sorry, I wasn't muted. You probably heard me chewing, but okay.
Yep, we're live now.
Open up the champagne.
Want me to let people in?
It's my house, come on, turn it up. Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. Make yourself at my home, tell me where you been. Pour yourself something cold, baby, cheers to this. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in. Welcome to my house, baby.
Okay. Good morning. Welcome to the party with the Prez 2020 online edition. It's great to be here with you today. I'm Lane Ingram. I work in the president's office here at LCC. I'm also a women's basketball coach. Go Stars.
Go Stars.
So glad you're here. So glad. It's definitely different than we've usually done it. And before we let you meet Dr. Robinson, I want to tell you how the next hour is going to go. We are going to give away a lot of stuff, a lot. Usually there's a live band and there's t-shirts and there's food and there's games, right? We promise we'll make that up to you as soon as we can. Okay, as soon as we can get back together, we'll do all that fun stuff. We're still going to give away a lot of stuff. We're still going to play some online games. So make sure that you enter to win. Okay, if you haven't already, click the link that's in the chat. If you're watching on Facebook, click the link that's available on that chat. Make sure that you enter to win these awesome prizes. Okay. For those of you that have already entered to win, I saw some Gmails and some Yahoo email addresses in there. You want to make sure to be in there with your LCC email address, okay? If you already did it, don't worry. The system will let you re-enter, all right? I want to throw a quick shout out to some awesome people helping me today. I got Mike McGinnis, who's helping us keep the party going. I have Ashley Stokes and Cassie Little, who's one of our engagement coordinators. She's watching things on Facebook. So I want to throw them a quick shout out for being here. Let's talk about the prizes. We're going to give away a $1,000 scholarship, okay? $1,000, that'd be helpful. We're gonna give away 3 MBS book vouchers, $250, $150, $100. And we're gonna give away 2 gift cards for 25 bucks, Target and Amazon. Now, I didn't tell anybody about this, but I made this up too. We're also gonna be giving away lunch to people who decide that they will participate in one of the contests we're doing later. They don't know about that, we'll figure it out, okay? So we're gonna be picking randomly throughout the whole event, okay? I think you saw the times. The first one's gonna be here in the next few minutes. So make sure that you don't go far. It's important to us that you stay safe, that you stay healthy. So that's why we're partying virtually, all right? Okay, that's all the housekeeping stuff. Almost a month ago exactly, Steve Robinson came home to LCC as our new president. This is his first party with the Prez, his first welcome week, his first chance to party with you guys. All right, so he's here to get to know you, and we will certainly be putting him to the test today. So, Dr. Robinson, welcome to your party.
Hey, Lane, how are you?
Doing well.
That's great. And hey, thank you to you and Mike and Ashley and Cassie and everybody who's working to put this together. It's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun. So tell us how you're feeling. How's it been? You're 31 days in?
31 days, and it's been fantastic. And first of all, I just want to say hi to students. And, we launched the semester yesterday, first day of class. And I'm glad that we're having a virtual party. It is, it's different, right? It's different to do something like this. I love live music. I love food. I would love to meet you and talk to you in person. That'll happen again someday. But I'm really glad that you're here with us, and Lane and the team have put together a fun hour. We're gonna have fun. And I'm really excited to interact with students because it's been a great month. I mean, I have been a community college person my whole career. I love this time of year when everybody comes back to campus. We're coming back to learning. We're coming back to the important stuff, but we just can't do a lot of it in person. So it's great that you logged on. I can't wait to interact with you. and let's have fun, party with the Prez. I'm really excited.
I'm
Lane,
pretty
I have-
pumped about this.
I have
Go ahead.
a quick question. Where is the link for prize giveaways? I didn't see it in the
Oh,
Zoom chat, and we've had a couple people ask already.
We
just
need that
support
again.
Yeah.
I will get that going right now.
Okay.
In the meantime, let me see if I can pull that up for you guys real quick.
That's important.
In the
Let's dig in.
meantime-
I
can
saw it
find
attached to the email that was talking about the party with the Prez and stuff like that. It was somewhere inside of that. If
Yeah,
you guys
it's
still have
What
that
I was
email.
gonna say,
it's in the email.
I have it right now, guys. I'm putting it in the chat box right now for you.
Okay.
Perfect.
Dr. Robinson, you know what's really cool right now
What's cool?
is that there's 60 people in here to hang
Awesome.
out and party with us.
That's fantastic.
Fun time. Okay,
I'm gonna
should we
take
give
off
something
my
away?
jacket and get comfortable.
I think so. I think we should give something away. Why don't
Let's
we
do
give
it.
away, just to get us started, let's give away the $100 MBS book voucher. If you guys don't know about MBS, okay, if you're a freshman or you haven't had to use it before, MBS is where we get our books. The cool thing about LCC is that we have a lot of open educational resources, a lot of our classes. So your books will be online, they'll be free. A lot of our faculty work on that. But if you do need a book, these vouchers are going to come in really handy. You can rent your books through there. You know, some of them are just less than $50. You can buy them for the semester, get them online. So $100 at MBS is going to be helpful. So Ashley, you got that winner for me yet? Oh, she's got it. The winner of the $100 MBS voucher is Gavin Bell.
Gavin.
Gavin, are you here?
Great.
Let's see. See if Gavin's around. Gavin Bell is our first winner. If you're here, raise your hand or tell us on Facebook. Gavin Bell. All right. You guys ready? We're going to really get to know Dr. Robinson now, okay? We're going to call this Ask Him Anything, okay?
Sure.
You're going to type your question in the chat box, or you can raise your hand to ask it live, okay? So we say ask him anything, and I mean that. You can ask him anything within reason, right? Okay? And I know it seems silly, okay, but let's make sure we're appropriate. Remember, this is an educational environment. Now,
Right.
that's as serious as I'm going to be. I promise. That's as serious as I'm going to be. Okay. So let's get going. You can ask him anything. He's pretty good about this stuff. Okay. So who's got a question? Oh, we got one from Michaela Duffield. Do you have any pets?
Yes. Let me tell you about my awesome pets. So we have a rescue dog named Corky, who is just the cutest dog. And he's in Ohio right now, but he will be the LCC campus dog when he moves to campus. We also have a pair of rescue cats. And we rescued them from somebody who loved the Beatles, because one of them is named Sergeant Pepper and the other is named Penny Lane.
That's awesome.
Fantastic.
And they're
Cool.
great too.
Let's see. We got a lot of questions in here. Anybody want to ask their question on camera? We'll come to you. Raise your hand and I'll come.
Justin has
Shay?
a question.
Okay, let's
I
go,
was
Shay.
just
Where you
wondering-
at?
Right here. Morning, everybody. I was just wondering what your favorite meal is to eat, and if you have a favorite recipe to cook.
Oh, the great questions. So I love to eat, and I on volume, I think the answer would be pizza. I love pizza, and I'm slowly reintroducing myself to all the great pizza in Lansing. College towns have awesome pizza, but I really love pizza. I love Middle Eastern food, but I'll say pizza. And then a recipe that I like to make. I really enjoy grilling salmon on the grill with Michigan asparagus and sweet potatoes. That's one of my favorite things to make.
That's my favorite meal too.
No way! Salmon, and asparagus?
High five.
That's cool.
Awesome. You
How
lead
would I
into
do
our
it?
next question because you said Michigan asparagus,
Mm.
and somebody wants to know if you're Michigan or Michigan State. This is very near and dear to my heart.
Of course it is.
Answer
Wayne.
wisely.
Yeah, I understand. I will lead off by saying that for several years, I taught a graduate course at the University of Michigan in Flint, but I bleed green. I'm a Michigan State 3-time alum, and I'm actually both my wife and my dad and my grandfather. We're an MSU family. Go green.
Okay.
Come on, Lane.
Anybody
Say
else?
go white. Say go white.
I can tell you 100% that that's never happened, and
Go
likely
white.
shall never.
Does everybody know?
These
Does everybody know that Lane was a standout athlete at the University of Michigan? So
blue.
we won't make him say go white.
No, you guys can do it. All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, this is a good one. We don't have a name. It's from Galaxy S9. Sorry, but it does say, "What is your favorite quote?"
Oh, I collect quotes and I have lots of them. So this is going to be really hard. Gosh, there's so many. There really, really are so many. I'm going to lead with one that was in my remarks, my kickoff remarks. Probably the best public speaker I've ever heard in my life is Maya Angelou. She gave a talk at Michigan State when I was there, and I've seen a lot of great speeches online, but I have never heard a more effective public speaker than Maya Angelou. And the quote that we included in my remarks, this was a team effort, but it's a great quote, is that we can be changed by what happened to us, but we should never be reduced by it. That's a quote about taking life's adversity and making sure that you incorporate it into who you are, but don't let it diminish you. So that's one of my favorite quotes. I've got a bunch of other ones, but we'll go with that one.
That's good. Does anybody,
Lane,
before I ask another question in the box, anybody have anything they want to ask live?
We have
Go
Jamar
ahead
with
down
his-
here, Justin. What you got?
So I recently found out last semester that the rec centers and things like that recently became free for access to students, where you used to have to pay for them. And I know everything's shut down now and everything's kind of circumstantial and you play as you go, right? But is there any plans in the work for, say, a slow reopening of those centers, or for them to offer services online? Because they have a couple videos posted for, say, like short 10-minute breaks to kind of exercise and get your brain juices going and stuff while you're working online.
It's a really timely question. The answer is we're not ready to bring any of that kind of stuff face to face. What I do want to tell you is that there is this dedicated group, really dedicated group here at the college called the Business Resumption Team. And I asked a similar question about when can we safely bring face-to-face activities back. We have some active scenarios that are actually spelled out in our business resumption plan. You can go to lcc.edu, follow the coronavirus link, and there's a link to this multi-page, dozens of page document about how we do that. The driver here is going to be safety right now. We're hoping to be able to bring some more face-to-face back in spring, but we really aren't even at a place where we can think about when that'll happen. It's an important question, but I don't have a great answer, because right now sort of the virus is the driver on that.
Oh,
Great
sure.
question, though.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a good question. Here's a good one for you. What's your biggest goal as president at LCC? Whoa.
Oh, I have a lot of goals. I talked about vision and goals in my speech earlier in the week. My primary goal is to get up to speed with our culture. This is one of the best community colleges in the country. As students, I hope you know that. I really hope you know that. There are about 1,100 community colleges in this country, and LCC is thought of as one of the best, not just in the state, but all over the country. And so I have a lot to learn, even though I know a lot about community colleges. I've been doing this for about 30 years. At a very high level. I'm proud of my background and my skills, but I'm still in learning mode. So I think one of my biggest goals is to learn what we have going on here. And then I'll add a sub goal, which is I have discovered that we are already a leader. We've already been recognized for a lot of things. So one of my goals is to find out with our internal culture and our external community, what's next for us. I think we're poised to do something huge and really be recognized, not as one of the best, but maybe the best community college in the country. So those are my goals. Pretty big goals, huh?
I mean,
Pretty
you
big
guys are already
goals.
headed there in the nursing program field.
wouldn't
That's
like-
one of the biggest ones in the state, let alone the country.
Absolutely.
So we have a question. He raised his hand. Jamar, what do you got?
Yeah, Jamar.
Hello.
Hello, Jamar.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Great. Good to see you.
Good.
To see you.
Welcome to the party with the Prez.
Yeah, nice to be here. I was just wondering, with obviously the pandemic and everything going on, if you like personally know, like whether it's family or any close friends, anybody that's has like contracted the virus.
Jamar, thanks for asking. I'm sad to tell you that I do. My biological parents are both gone, but my closest family member there is my stepmom, who she and I are like best buddies, and she's fine now. But she contracted COVID-19 and she's never been more sick in her life. I was so worried. I'm very happy to tell you that she's fine now. But this is serious. If you know people who've gotten it, it's serious. And then at my previous college, it's very, very sad. My previous administrative assistant, who was just a wonderful person, her mother contracted the virus and passed.
Wow.
And so thank you for asking. Can I ask you, have you and your family been impacted by the virus?
My great uncle, he had just recently passed from the virus, and I think a lot of people on my mom's side of the family had recently gotten it, but some of them are asymptomatic, surprisingly. So it's not really affecting but
that happens with a lot of people. Well, I'm thinking about you and your family. Thanks for asking the question, and I'm sorry for your loss. This is serious. I think in this country we're up to about 170,000 fatalities, and
Yeah.
we're turning everything upside down. I know it. It's hard to go without sports. It's hard to go without party with the Prez. It really impacts everything, but that's because it's a really serious thing. So thanks for the question. I'm sorry for your loss.
No problem. Same to you.
Sorry to hear that, Jamar. Thank you for joining us today. And thank you for sharing with us. We've got people joining us on Facebook too, Dr. Robinson. So
Awesome.
I'm going to go to Sarah Joe, who asks, what is your advice for someone who will be transferring to a university from LCC?
Oh, great. Talk to a success coach and be proactive early. LCC is a phenomenal place to transfer to a baccalaureate program at any number of our partners. So the one thing is to talk to somebody here, because we have really talented folks, and the other members of the team, please supplement my answer if you can do better or give better information. But reach out to somebody here. And the other thing is, if you already know where you want to transfer, start doing the research now about which credits will transfer in major. Our goal is to get you ready to transfer so that when you land at that transfer destination, you have junior status and that you don't lose any credits. In the past, a lot of students have lost credits when they transfer from a community college to a university or a four-year college. So do the work now to make sure that the classes you're taking line up with your goals at the transfer destination. Hey, Mike and team, is there anything else that you would add to that, from a student engagement perspective? How'd I do?
The thing I would add is that it's never too early to start with those questions and with that exploration.
Exactly.
We meet students at orientation here at LCC, and they'll say, how do I get into blank school? And I'll say, it's as early as your first semester, you can start asking those questions. Make sure you know what they want out of you as not only a transfer student, but also a business student or a physics student or whatever, because a lot of times these larger universities will require you to not only get admitted to the university, but also admitted to the program you're looking at. So a lot of students maybe don't understand that it takes a certain threshold to get into MSU, but it might take an even bigger threshold to get into the broad business college, for example, or something like that. So it's never too early to start asking those questions. Myself and my colleagues can help direct you to someone on campus that can help. Our great advising staff can help make sure you get the transfer courses you need. And our advisors, and quite frankly, almost all of us have partners all over the place that we can reach out to and ask those questions to make sure that we're getting what we need when we need it.
These questions are amazing.
Guys, this is Rafik.
Hey,
Lane.
Rafik.
Hey, Lane.
Welcome to the party.
Thanks, dude. This is Rafik from Provost's office. I used to work for my buddy Lane back in advising for a number of years, so I want to give a double shout out to the LCC advisors. When you're talking about transfer, like Mike says, it's never too early. So for sure, start talking. Like the chief says, check on transferability of courses and major. Go to your intended school's webpage, poke around and find your major. Sometimes there's going to be a button that'll say academics. That's a start. Otherwise, keyword search major, look for your major. Contact those folks. It's never too early to talk to them and say, hey, I'm a student at LCC and I'm looking at your web and I've seen this, and I'd like to know more. They are wanting to talk to you. And then in terms of transfer, go to mitransfer.org. That will show course by course what transfers. So that helps. Thanks, man.
Look at that.
Thanks,
okay,
Rafik.
so
we got all the expertise at the party. We look up. Hey, thank you, Rafik. Thank you, Mike. That's awesome.
This is the place to be, I tell you what.
And
okay, so Dino's had this question in there for a minute. Okay, I got to get to it because it's a good one. Okay. Dino wants to know, and he says it like this. Prez, I heard you were a DJ at the Impact when you were a student. Can you talk about that?
It's true. Yes, I was. When I was at Michigan State, I was passionate about African pop music. And I started a radio program called Crossroads of Africa. And it was on Sunday mornings on the Impact for several hours before the Reggae Sunsplash. And I love doing college radio. And the Impact is still a really cool station. It's in a new environment, but the signal's the same. And I actually, my very first interview when I became the next president and started doing media interviews was with the folks at Impact 89. I learned a lot when I was doing my show. One thing I learned is that in order to be successful at stuff, you have to show up. You have to be there. I mean, like if you weren't there at the time the radio show was on, then you get fired. So I did my show for I think 3 hours on Sunday mornings for a few years. I had a great time. College radio is awesome. Thanks for asking.
Okay, Dino, that was a great question. Okay, so we have a few people that have some favorite stuff, and so we're gonna do just real quick, fast fire. Tell me your favorites. Okay, so Ashley on Facebook wants to know, what's your favorite book?
Gosh, all these. I love, I could do fiction. Can I cheat and do a fiction and nonfiction? Because these are hard questions to do.
Ashley, is that okay with you?
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Is that a friendly amendment? Okay. All right. So I think about books that I've read a lot. One of my favorite fiction books is Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice. I just love 18th century English literature. I've read other more contemporary books that I like. I like science fiction. If I mention another one, I'll have to mention 10 more. So I'll just go with Jane Austen. And then on nonfiction, I'm a huge music fanatic and I love music from every genre, but I think the best music book that I read is the biography of Johann Sebastian Bach. It's called The Learned Musician by Christoph Wolff. If you like biographies, it's one of the best biographies I've ever read. And Bach is probably one of the most important musical minds that we've ever had. So those are my answers. I love to read.
Okay. What is your favorite thing to do in your free time?
Listen to music.
Okay. And then I think we'll end this segment with this so we can move on and give something away. But Grace Milbauer asks, and this is a good one, and I think it's going to fit right into it's going to fit. You're going to see why. Her question is, what do you think the biggest misconception is about LCC?
Oh, you asked me a very on-brand question. I'm passionate about this. I think people's misconception about any community college, but particularly about our community college, is that we're somehow second choice or less than. And that's mostly from people who've never been here, never talked to an LCC professor, never interacted with our staff, never walked across our beautiful campuses. So if you meet people like that, tell them once the virus is taken care of, that you want to meet them here and show them around, because people get their views about community colleges from oral tradition, from lore or rumor. They've never been here. They've never seen our quality. So I think the misconception is that the quality is not here, and it really is.
Very good. All right. Well, thank you to everybody for your questions. We're going to keep going so we can give some stuff away, keep playing. Okay. So the next thing we have to give away, which, by the way, Dr. Robinson, that was pretty informative. I learned something.
I loved it. You know what? I'm watching the chat, and to the person who put the nickname, I know our nickname. I just don't say it. And I'll say just about every community college has some nickname that tries to put it down. And so there are actually some folks here who've rebranded that nickname and call it Logical Choice College. That's a good one.
I agree.
Sorry, Lane, you go ahead.
Okay, let's give away that Target gift card.
That's what we do.
Anybody? $25 to Target. And that is Ashley's going to get me a winner. She's going to send it to me. That winner is Bethany Case. Bethany, are you with us?
Bethany.
Congratulations, $25. Okay, so this we've never done before, but I think it's going to be fun, okay? I'm calling it the what? Because it's stuff that maybe Dr. Robinson might not know. We should all know these, and he's new, but we'll see, okay? I need some participation though, all right? The way it works is I'm going to show Dr. Robinson an acronym or an abbreviation, okay, like this, for example, right? And whoever's turn it is has to tell me if they think he's going to get it right or wrong, okay? So let's say that, do I have a volunteer that wants to do it first? Justin. All right, cool. Justin, YOLO is the first one. Do you think that Dr. Robinson will get it right or wrong? For your answer. So let's say that he gets it right. We're going to send Justin lunch next week, you know, like Grubhub, DoorDash, something like that. I haven't told the lady that's going to do it yet, so she's probably hearing about it now. It'll be fine. Whatever you'd like, Justin. It'll be fine.
I think he's got it, given how long he said he's been in and out of school over the years. I think he's got enough experience with the demographic of students rolling through to know what that term means.
Okay, Dr. Robinson, what you got?
I was going to make something up funny to feign that I don't know, but of course it means you only live once.
Nice.
I was going to say something like yellow ocelots love orangutans. I don't
know. All right. That's one. All right. So we got to keep Justin's name. Ashley, you got Justin for us? She's chatting.
I win Justin lunch?
Yeah, we
are. Good job.
Got it right. Okay.
Hey, thanks, guys.
All right. Do I have any more volunteers? Let's see who wants to do the next one. Sorry,
Okay.
I have to see what we got.
Lane Shay Rise has her.
Shay. All right. Let's get you off of mute.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Dr. Robinson, your next one.
I think he's got it. I think he's got it.
You think he's going to get it right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Robinson, what you got?
I am old school internet, guys. I probably knew what ROTFL meant before some of you started school. and there's some other not suitable for work letters that come after it. It's roll on the floor laughing.
Yes.
I mean, technically it's rolling,
right?
We're 2 for 2. I'm pretty impressed by you. Good job, Shay.
Thanks.
All right, let me make sure if anybody else on Facebook wants to play. Anybody else in our Zoom we've got? All right, let's see who's this. Eric.
Eric?
Okay, you're going with Dr. Robinson. Here it is. Eric, do you think he's going to get it?
I would hope so.
Okay.
So yes.
He thinks you're going to get it, Dr. Robinson.
Well, I will be frank and tell you I haven't seen this one. It's got to be I Love You, right?
Okay.
Oh, very good.
Ooh.
Okay.
All
Three
right,
for
but I've never seen it like that. I usually use like a heart emoji, but yeah, I love you.
It's a young thing, you know. They put that ILY and it's all.
I'm old. You know,
Hey,
the people
I'm gonna
who
be
love
40
me
this year.
don't use acronyms apparently.
All right, we have a few more. Hey, we have to send 3 people lunch so far. Okay, who wants to go next? Who doesn't want free lunch? Oh, up in the top corner, Macy.
Hey, Macy.
Hey, this one
Can
is
you
a
hear me?
building on campus.
Okay.
Do you think Dr. Robinson, he's only been here 30 and a half days.
If you're the president, I hope you know the buildings by now.
She thinks you're going to get it.
Yep.
WCP.
And she gave me a clue. I'm sure I know the name of this building, but I'm gonna have to guess if it's like I'm really embarrassed. I knew I was gonna be embarrassed. It's got to be. And Macy gave me a hint that it's a building. I'd normally think that W was workforce and C was community.
First president.
First president?
Yeah.
Well, but
Of the
that's
United
Philip
States?
Gannon. There's a
Of our
I
country,
tried.
not of
Of our
LCC.
country.
of our country. So W is Washington.
In his defense, this is hard. Like he probably hasn't had to go to this building at all, but I had to stoop it, try to stump him.
Yeah, no,
You ready to give-
I'll just say it. I'm stumped. I'm embarrassed. I've done a lot of studying, but you know what? And here's the thing. I want to tell everybody I didn't cheat. Every college has an acronym cheat sheet, and we have one. And I saw that we had it, and I said, okay, I'm not going to look at it because I want to keep this real. I messed this up. It's Washington something.
Yeah, Washington something. It's Washington Court Place. It's where our financial services, accounting, stuff like that is. Oh, Macy.
I'm sorry,
Dr.
Macy.
Robinson. Who else? We got a couple of more we can do. Okay, down there. Penny, it's coming to you. Let me see if I can find a tough one. This will be fun. Do you think he'll get it, Penny?
No. I'm sorry.
Penny says no, you're not going to get this, Dr. Robinson. What is it? Shaking my head.
Dang it.
Pretty cool.
Good job.
He knows
What
some
does that
stuff.
say that I know all the texting lingo, but I don't know our buildings?
Oh.
I mean, I'm right there with you.
Don't be too tough on yourself.
My excuse is I started during a pandemic, and I'm in my office. I don't get out much. I'm here doing. All the buildings are abbreviated ZOOM for me.
Okay. We have 2 more.
All right, cool.
And I have one of them is going to be pop culture. One of them is a department on campus.
Okay.
I just got a note that told me that Michaela McQueer wants to play.
Okay, great.
Cassie, is she still around, you think? If not, you can go last, Michaela. So who wants to do this next one? The second to last one. I need one person on my Zoom here.
Well, random volunteer.
Okay, perfect. Isabel. Okay. CES. This is a department on campus. Do you think Dr. Robinson will get it right?
Based on the other one, I'm gonna say no.
Hey, he is 3 for 5, guys. That's okay. Here we go. What do you got, Dr. Robinson? Career.
Center for Emergency Services. That's a guess.
This one, is career and employment services.
Career and employment services.
Man, Isabel, no lunch for you. Okay, I'm not sure if Michaela's still here.
I'm rethinking my ethical choice of not reading that chart.
Yeah. 30 and a half days. That's not fair. You guys, it is a pandemic. If he could have walked around and met people, he would know all this stuff.
So
all right.
I feel, and if any of the folks who work in that department are watching, I apologize. I know what you do. I honestly do.
But Lane, shouldn't Isabel get lunch because she was correct?
Yeah, she did.
She
That's
predicted
correct.
correctly.
She did
Lunch
say
up,
he
dude.
wasn't going to. Isabel,
Lunch
my bad.
her up.
Yep.
Hey, you're right. Well done. Okay, we got Isabel. Okay, let's just do everybody. How about that for this last one?
Sure.
If you think he's going to get it right, you give me a thumbs up. If you think he's going to get it wrong, you give me a thumbs down. Okay? Last one, Dr. Robinson. Who thinks he's going to get it right? Everybody's pulling for you, bud. What do you got?
Well, if I get it right, will you let me know?
Answer your own question.
Look at that. Boom, boom.
All right. Now my homework, because my homework is to pull out the acronym chart and become an expert on this. So here's the lesson to students. It's okay to try and fail and be wrong, but you got to have a plan to go and teach yourself and learn it, which is my next step.
He did good. All right, that was fun. Okay, let's give something away. You want to?
Yes.
Let's give away the $150 MBS book voucher. Okay, who hasn't gotten all their books yet? Anybody? Still got books to get? I hear you, right? This voucher is gonna come in handy. All right, Ashley, you got somebody for me? And I found out that Michaela got it right too. So I'm gonna send her lunch. She got the last one. Okay. Ooh, I got the winner from Ashley. $150 to MBS goes to Sean Duncan.
Congrats.
All right, Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
Way to go, Sean.
Are you here with us? Yeah, maybe. All right, cool. Okay, so this next part is going to be really fun. You guys ready to do something? You can't just sit there for this one. Okay? The winner of this contest actually wins the Amazon gift card. Okay? We're going to do a scavenger hunt. You're going to have 5 whole minutes to try to find these things, okay? As many as you can, right? There's gonna be 15 things on the screen. We're gonna do it in a couple of different ways because we have people on Facebook watching too, right? You're gonna get 5 full minutes. You gotta find as much as you can. And then when you get done, if you found all 15 or you found what you're gonna find, make sure you hit done, right? Because let's say 2 people find 15 things. We gotta have a way to break the tie, okay? Also, make sure you enter to win. We still have more stuff to give away. All right. So if you guys are ready for this scavenger hunt, which I hope you are, let me just get it all set up here for you. Make sure I can share my screen right. Guys, I got lots of screens going. I'm sorry. Okay. You're going to have 5 minutes to do this. And the timer is going to start. As soon as I press play. You guys ready? That's the stuff. International currency, an animal figurine, shovel, sponge, mask, photograph, plant, CD, DVD record, book, a $2 bill, plate, hat, wrapping paper, a remote control, something LCC. The timer is starting in 5 seconds. Get going. Dr. Robinson, you can play too.
All right.
Baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go a while. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know that you wanna stay. Close the blinds, let's pretend that the time has changed. Keep our clothes on the floor, open up champagne. Let's continue tonight, come on, celebrate. That's how we do. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta
1 minute
stay
gone.
in. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house, play that music too loud. Show me what you do.
I think I only have like 3 things here. Why wasn't I ready to play? Look at this guy.
Welcome to my house.
He's trying to find his scavenger hunt stuff.
Welcome to my house. Welcome to my duck off the crib, the spot, the pad. But my house is your house if you throwing it back. Excuse me if my home draining is sad. Soon as these happy faces land, you can run with the cash. Home run, slam dunk, touchdown pass. Mi casa es tu casa, so it ain't no holding back. Another shot of vodka, you know what's in my glass. It's my house, just relax. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now.
Have a plate.
We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do.
You're on Facebook. All you're gonna have to do is take a picture of your items. You have all 15. We'll prove it. $25 to Amazon.
We ain't gotta go out, 'cause what? Welcome to my house. What? Welcome to my house. It's my house.
It's too hard to sleep. I got the sheets on the floor, nothing on me. And I can't take it no more. It's 100
How's everybody doing?
degrees. I got 1 foot out the door. Where are my keys? 'Cause I gotta leave, yeah. In the back of the cab.
You got 2
I
minutes.
took the drive ahead of time. Get me the fast. I got your body.
Justin's back.
Mine, I want it bad. Ooh, just the thought of you gets me so high. So high. Girl, you the one I want to want me. And if you want me, girl, you got me. There's nothing I know I wouldn't do. I wouldn't do just to get up next to you. Girl, you the one I want to want me. And if you want me, girl, you got me. There's nothing I know I wouldn't do. I wouldn't do just to get up next to you. Just to get up next to you. You open the door, wearing nothing but a smile, fell to the floor. And you whisper in
1
my ear,
minute
"I'm yours."
left.
Ooh, just the thought of you gets me so high, so high. Girl, you the one I want to want me. And if you want
5 seconds.
girl, you got me. There's nothing I know I
Cassie, how we looking on Facebook?
wouldn't do just to get up next to you. Girl, you the one I want to want me. And if you want
30 seconds.
you got me. There's nothing I know I wouldn't do. I wouldn't do just to get up next to you. Just to get up next to you.
Oh, Lindsay raised her hand. I see that.
Just the thought of you gets me so high, so high. Ooh,
Okay. That was 5 minutes. How did we do? Pretty good? Okay, so the way we're going to do this, just so we can start to whittle people down, is I'm going to try to find out who found all 15 things. Did anybody find all 15? Is that my 3 hands there? Haley, Lindsay, and iPad?
Mine wasn't a hand from that.
Okay.
Huh.
Did anybody find all 15?
Grace has her hand up.
Grace.
Grace Milbauer.
Grace, did you find all 15 things?
So does Angela.
I think so.
Okay, Grace, you got to show us. I'll name them off.
Okay.
We've got the international currency. Wow. Wow.
Let's see.
Oh, let me spotlight Grace. Hang on. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, spotlight Grace.
Let me spotlight her. Okay, let's see. Okay. International currency. Wonderful. Animal figurine. Great. How about a shovel? Nice.
Oh.
A sponge. Excellente. What about a mask? Got to have one of those.
There it is.
I see it. We got to get you an LCC one, I think. Okay, what about a photograph? Nice. A plant. I see it. A CD, DVD, or record. Classic. Have you guys seen that movie, by the way?
It's a good movie. It's a good series.
A great series. Okay, sorry. A book. The witch doesn't burn in this one. Excellent. Do you have a $2 bill?
Yes, I
got
saw it.
multiple.
What? She got $10
Wow.
in $2 bills.
Wow. What about a plate?
Right
And
here.
a remote control.
Okay. Oh, I see the remote control. How about a hat?
Right here.
All we need is 2 more. Wrapping paper?
That's what everything's on.
And something LCC.
Got a tape measure.
Nice.
Wow.
You go, girl.
Look at that.
Look at you. You go, girl.
Fantastic. Okay, so Cassie is telling me though, so we got to hold because we got to see when you got done. Because Cassie's telling me that there's people on Facebook that also say Maddie and Jossie. So Maddie and Jossie, you got to get us a photo. Okay. If you can send us a photo, then we'll verify it. And maybe, I don't know, maybe we could just figure out a way to give all 3 of you a gift card. It seems like what you would do at a party with, if I was at the real party with the Prez, I'd be like, a gift for you, a gift for you, a gift for you. So I think we'll do that. Congratulations. Well done.
That was
Thank
fun.
you.
That was awesome. I can't believe you found all that stuff in 5 minutes. Was it hard?
Yeah, I'm kind of sweaty now.
Okay, before you go too far, I want to ask you a couple questions. Tell us your program, what year you are, and we'll start there.
This is my first year. I'm a freshman, and right now my major is electrical engineering.
Awesome. That's cool. Anything you want to say to Dr. Robinson before we get you out of here?
Congrats on being the new president.
Thank you. Congrats on being a new student.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Very
too.
good. All right, cool. Very good. Okay. So I'm not sure how this next one's going to go because I'm not sure if Dr. Robinson can really draw at all. But we shall find out. We're going to play some Pictionary. And he has in that LCC cup on his desk probably 100 things to choose from. So here's how we're going to do it. Okay. If your first name starts with A through L, you're going to be on team A. All right. If your first name starts with M through Z, you're going to be on team B. Okay. We're going to play. Ooh, we're getting tight. We're going to play 2 rounds here because I got a lot of stuff still to give away. Okay. We'll play 2 rounds. Team A will go first. We'll go for, what do you think? A minute, Dr. Robinson? You think you can do a few in a minute?
Right.
Okay. We'll have him go for a minute. Let me go to grid view real quick, just so I can see. Raise your hand if you're going to be on team A, just so I can see how we're doing. Okay. If you're going to be on team B. All right. We'll be all right. So you guys, I want you to guess in the chat. Mike is going to be watching and he'll let us know. He'll let us know what we got going. Okay. So Dr. Robinson, I'm going to get the timer set. You have 1 minute. You can look at it first and then tell me when to go.
Go ahead, Lane.
Okay, Team A, you're up. Oh, you can say it out loud, I guess.
Cooking mitt.
Winter glove.
Cooking mitt.
A mitten.
Boxing glove.
Okay, next one. Keep going. You
Oven
got
mitt.
38 seconds. Keep going. They got one so far.
I was clearly wrong.
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
Yes, sleep.
Okay, they got two. You have 20 seconds.
Pineapple.
Oh, they got 10 seconds. Oh, Mike's got the score. Okay, 10 seconds.
Camera.
Camera.
Wow.
Camera.
Wow.
Time's up. That's
Smiley
1
face.
minute. So
smiley
what they
face.
get?
4.
Team A's got 4. Sheesh. Okay, Team B. Hey, that's pretty good for 1 minute.
Yeah.
That pineapple was a little shaky, sir, but it's fine. They got it. Okay, Team B, you ready?
Yep.
You have to beat 4. If you tie at 4, we'll do a tiebreaker round. Whenever, oh, sorry, let me get my timer ready. You go ahead and look at it and tell me when you're ready, sir.
We're ready.
Timer starts now.
Boat.
Boat.
Sailboat.
Sailboat.
Right, sailboat.
1.
Oh, shit.
Dog.
Elephant.
Horse.
Walrus.
Anteater.
Horse.
Elephant. Seal.
Husks.
Beaver.
We got
28 seconds.
A beaver.
Yes, beaver.
Beaver.
You
Okay.
got it.
Good job, good job.
That's 2.
Umbrella.
18 seconds.
Umbrella. Umbrella.
Clothes hanger.
A bridge.
That look like a graph.
A gate.
Yes, gate.
Oh, 5 seconds.
Go.
Time's up.
Listen.
Oh,
Pregnant.
Time's
Baby. Baby.
Present.
it was close. It's
So
stomach.
close.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
So it was 4-3 for Team A.
Sorry.
Congratulations, Team A. You guys win. You guys win. Wow, that was actually more fun than I thought. It
In
got
all
kinda,
fairness, whoever called the beaver was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it really did look like a walrus, the beaver.
I was like saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah, what?
Minute, no.
They should have done the tail, like a big flat tail. That's what I should have done. I was going for the teeth.
You did pretty good. Well, congratulations, Team A. Really good job. You guys are the winners, but you're all winners. You're all winners, everybody. It's almost time to give away the 2 big prizes, which is $250 to MBS, and then the $1,000 scholarship. But first, I want to give Dr. Robinson a chance to tell us how he liked his first party with the Prez. Tell us how he's feeling, and anything else he wants you guys to know before we get started.
Well, I'm having a lot of fun. I wish I was better at drawing, and I wish I had cheated and looked at our acronym sheet. Those are 2 wishes that I have. It's been fun to interact and see your faces and hear your voices. And I'm feeling really good. We have a great semester planned. This is an awesome college. And please reach out to us to tell me how I can interact with you, because normally I'd be coming to student club meetings, I'd be coming to events, and you'd see me around. So I would really love ways to connect with you through the semester, because you're going to have a great semester, and we're all here for your success. And I'm feeling good, Lane. I'm having fun.
I am too. Well, Dr. Robinson, I want to say thank you for doing this with us and for answering questions and playing games and being a good sport. I'm really glad you're here, and super looking forward to doing really great things in the future. I mean, I hope you guys could got to know a little bit about how he is, I think we're gonna have a really great future, for sure. So I want you though to introduce the next two winners. We're gonna do MBS first, which they get $250. So I'm gonna see if Ashley's ready for that. If not, will you get me a winner, Ashley, for the $250 MBS? Ooh, she's got it. Okay, I'm gonna send this to you privately, and you can announce it. It's gonna be, oh, there it is. Good, you popped right up. It's like the suspense.
All right, my screen's on the other side of the room, but our winner, this is what's the prize?
$250 MBS book voucher, courtesy of our LCC Financial Services Division, which is great.
Great. Well, thanks to Financial Services for the gift, $250 to MBS. It's Cameron Marnin. Cameron Marnin.
Cameron, congratulations. Rock on.
That's significant.
Okay.
I actually have a quick
pretty
question
big.
about MBS. Is that related to the student bookstore that used to be across the street from main campus that's no longer there?
It is
Or
not.
is that something different? Okay.
It's a new thing.
Okay.
Yep. But you can get to it right out of your student account. I mean, as you're, kind of going through, as you register, in your next steps, it'll say the bookstore, and you can, and you'll get to it right there. It's electronic.
There's a link in Banner. When you log into Banner as a student, you can click on the MBS link, and it will take you to MBS, which is the online bookstore. It will default in your schedule, and it will show you what books are required, recommended, etc. For your semester.
Thank you.
All right.
And
You
now
guys getting excited?
somebody else is going to pay for $250 of them. That's pretty awesome.
Yep. So what we're doing, with the $1,000 scholarship, I hope everybody saw this. Remember, you have to be enrolled in 12 credits, okay, and have no previous college credit. That's the only one that had any criteria, okay? So I'm pretty sure we pulled our winner. We're just running it through Banner just to make sure, okay? So in the meantime, because I think that takes about 40 seconds, I had this really cool slide I was going to make, and it says, hang tight, we're looking for a winner, and we're going to play some music. But since there were so many great questions, I thought, what if I just go back real quick and grab one that I didn't get to while we're waiting? Let's see. This is interesting. What's some advice you'd give for a pre-nursing student?
From me, advice to pre-nursing. I have a few things. First of all, if you're pre-nursing here, you've made a great choice. We have a phenomenal nursing program. Nursing is one of these programs that's pretty competitive, and when you get there, is going to take a lot of your time. So one of my best pieces of advice to nursing students, and this is sometimes kind of hard, is to start prepping your family for the help you're going to need. And I don't know what your family situation is. Everybody's is different, but your family's going to have to understand that you're going to spend a lot of time studying. If you are the person who does a lot of things in your family, you can see if there are ways for them to pick up some of your responsibilities to help you out. And building a support structure. And if you don't have an immediate family in the way that I'm talking about, start looking now for a support network, fellow students, friends, because you can do it. You can do this nursing program, but it's tough, and you're gonna need a team behind you. So that's probably my biggest advice to pre-nursing students: is start building your support network now. And I would guess, I'd also ask any other LCC folks who are here, what do you think would be good advice?
This is Justin.
I think you covered it.
Definitely there's two specific academic advisors that can route you down the path you need.
Judy and Eric.
Exactly. And
Angela. And
Actually, I was going to say Judy, she's no longer doing that. It's
Oh yeah,
Angela.
Judy retired. Yeah, Angela.
They have, and some of the requirements have changed recently. So I went through some of that, specifically with the COVID-19 changing everything to all online. Some of the requirements for coming in and doing like orientations and things like that have changed, and those still acquire points for you to get into the program. Definitely talk to them, see what you can do. They're very helpful.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And make them part of that team I talked to you about. You're gonna need people lifting you up because it's doable, but you know, you need a support system.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you one last question, and then Ashley's typing, so it looks like my winner is coming. So the last question, we've got favorite TV show or movie.
You can tell I struggle with the favorite ones, right? My family has a joke that I'll mention a movie. I said, that's my favorite movie. And said, well, that's the 20th movie we've heard you say is your favorite movie. I'm going to give kind of an obscure one. There is a very early movie with Matt Modine, who got to be a big star, and Nicolas Cage, who got to be a big star. Their first big movie together in the early 80s is a movie called Birdie, B-I-R-D-Y. And it was made after a novel that I really like. And it takes place during the Vietnam War in Philadelphia. And it's a fun movie. The filmmaker, Alan Parker, just passed away, but the movie's Birdie.
Very good. All right. Okay. It looks like she's typing still. So I'm going to say to you guys, if you want to connect with Dr. Robinson, okay, make sure you follow him on Twitter at LCC President. Hashtag, okay, LCC President. Or you can also go to his webpage, which is new, lcc.edu/LCC President. He does videos. He does a blog. He's an all-around cool guy. All right, looks like I have my name, and I'm going to send that to Dr. Robinson. I'm excited about this. $1,000 coming your way. Scholarship. Dr. Robinson, take it away.
All right. I'm going to be dramatic about this and write it down. And also, one of my scavenger items was an LCC thing. Check this thing out. This is a gong that the folks made at West Campus. So after I write it down, I'm going to celebrate by banging the gong.
Nice.
I didn't go get this thing for nothing.
You did not. How exciting. Rawan Essa, $1,000.
Oh yeah.
Congrats. Awesome. You guys, this has been really great. Congratulations to both of you that just won those big ones. Congrats to everybody that won everything else. Congrats to people that won lunch.
I think Rawan is on here with us, maybe.
Yeah, let's talk to Rawan.
I think so. R-A-W-A-N.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the window.
He is. All right,
Can we talk to you, Rawan?
Hey, thank you guys.
Yay.
I
Congratulations.
don't see you yet.
Thank
Let's see.
you.
Might just have some audio.
Let's see.
What high school are you coming from?
Average High School.
Everett.
Awesome.
Cool. Go Vikings. Well, good. Well, we'll get all your information and make sure to reach out to you.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, it was certainly fun, certainly different, but a great way to start the fall. Thank you for spending time with us. Have a great semester. Stay safe.
Yep.
And go Stars.
Go Stars.
Thank you, Dr. Robinson. We appreciate you so
Absolutely.
much.
Lane, thank you for everything. Thanks, everybody.
Be safe, everybody.
Thank you.
Be safe.
open up the champagne, pop.